Colts in all white, Titans in all navy blue. Thursday night football with first place in the AFC South riding upon it.
Feel good, man. I live the life, baby.
4th and 1, they'll go again. Give, Wilkins, he didn't make that. He was hit by Cloudy and then finished by Butler. He did not make it.
Let's go. Let's go.
They motion Smith to the right, now back to the left. They hand off Jonnu around left end. Touchdown, Titans, Jonnu Smith.
All right. Look at those happy people right there on the screen. In virtual world, that's our Blitz Lounge. Welcome one and all to the Titans Blitz, presented by Farm Bureau Health Plans. I am Lance Smith, and this is the legend, Eddie George. I miss the crowd, man.
I do. Usually we get a big scream and applaud at this time, but
Blitz Lounge is with us, and I love you guys.
Camera crew, can we just get applaud? Something?
Come on, guys, let's hear it. Thank you.
Right, thank
COVID. Oh, man. So, look, coming off this loss, we'll talk a little bit about it because it's been almost a week ago. You saw the open there. It makes it look like we won.
There were some good moments.
There were great moments.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Man, I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah, doing really well. Beautiful day today.
Yeah.
Woke up. I'm glad to be seen and not viewed, so that's a good thing.
Okay. I get what you're saying. All right. Blitz Lounge will be with us. We'll talk to them in a little bit, too. Let's kick off the show and do what we do here on the Titans Blitz. Talk about this show, this game that we had on Thursday night. So we'll do 4 Downs with Eddie, presented by Corson Fire and Security. Eddie, first off, obviously a tough game going into it, but hats off to a real soldier on our team, Corey Davis, going into this game, lost his brother Titus the night before. Yeah. I can't imagine even dealing with something like this going into the game, but his brother, he loved his brother played football, he was his hero, and he said, this is what my brother wanted me to do. What goes through a player's mind in a situation like this?
Well, death, people deal with death differently.
Yeah.
And I figured that he was probably better off saying, listen, I'd rather be out with my teammates playing the game that my brother loved, that he inspired me to play, and play for him.
Yeah.
And use that emotion in your craft. And clearly, a very emotional night for him.
Oh.
Probably not even thinking about a win or a loss, but more or less
It all fades away.
It all fades away because that's when real life it really punches you in the mouth.
Yeah.
And you begin to realize that, hey, life is not promised. It's short. I have to take full advantage of every opportunity that I get, that I wake up. And, kudos to him for mustering up the strength.
Yeah.
To go out and to do that. Much love and prayers to his family and friends that are impacted by his brother's death.
Our hearts go out to the Davis family, of course. He had he had 5 catches, 67 yards. He really put it out there. And at the beginning of the night, he caught some early grabs. You thought, ooh, this might be one of those nights. Unfortunately, we had the second half that we had. But hats off to Corey for playing a heck of a game and really putting it all on the line. Moving on, though, to 2nd down. In terms of this game and the woes, unfortunately, special teams struggled. There was a blocking situation there, which led to the punt return.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this is something that the Titans have been dealing with all year long. We see here a block kick for a touchdown, and really, when you look at how the course of the game was going, the Titans were dominating. And yet another missed field goal here. It takes momentum out of your sail. It really kills the offense, the defense of mindset because you work so hard to get in position. And here, after a great goal line stand, you punt the ball away.
17-yard
punt, and you give them an extremely short field to work with, a ton of momentum. And given the fact that the Titans haven't had a great deal of success against this organization in the past few seasons, beat them once in the past, the last.
It stings.
So special teams has definitely been an Achilles heel for us that has to be solved relatively soon.
Yeah, and just in terms of housekeeping and business, they have waived punter Ryan Allen and going with Trevor Daniel as the punter moving forward. All right, so moving on to 3rd down. Look, the defense got frustrated, especially in the second half. Third down was something that we had been focusing on as a team. Hey, you got to get off the field in third down. You got to stop them on third down. We were, third down was okay. We were stopping. Unfortunately, they decided to go for it on fourth down quite a bit.
Yep.
We're 3 of 5 fourth down conversions. Like you mentioned the goal line stand we had. That's a moment where you think, okay, we've got something going here,
right.
but we can't do much with it afterwards, and then you see what happened.
Yeah.
Defense, again, frustrating night.
Frustrating night, and when you look at the Colts offense, going back a couple of weeks ago, there's not a stellar person on that offense that you're like, okay, he is a primetime playmaker. He is the go-to guy. We have to stop him. They did a great team ball. Schemed the Titans really well. Got us frustrated, like you mentioned. They treated that game last week like a playoff game.
Yeah.
Went for it on fourth down on a few occasions and converted. So we're in the thick of it. We're a week away from Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
This is when it's getting colder. This is when teams are making their playoff push. And the Titans are going to have to tighten up in a lot of different areas if they plan on making a serious playoff run.
I've talked about this in the past with you about teams learning more about themselves from the losses than they do the wins. And it's this time of year where if you're going to learn something, you've really got to learn it, and that's something to learn from. Something to build off of. Moving on to fourth down here. Our run game's strong, y'all, and it has been all year. And the Colts rush defense, at number 3 in the league, they're giving up 88 yards a game on the ground. That's it, 88. Well, as a team, we put up 157 on them. Derek doing his thing, getting over 100 yards. Unfortunately, we did lose the game, even with his 100 yards. But that's one thing that we do super well. Can we capitalize on that more to win these games? We talk about a magic number being 100, and you said something to me off camera, which was...
I think now the new number for Derek, if he gets 150 plus, that means the Titans are winning time of possession, and they're dominating the way they need to offensively. 100 yards now for Derek is just waking up and going on the field, because he's bound to break 1 or 2 long runs to get to that point. But in true dominating fashion, he's got to get the ball at least 20 to 25 times.
Yeah.
And if he's got that number and he's hitting the number between 150 to 200, he's truly dominating. So, running the football, I don't think there's anybody in the league that can stop our offense.
Right.
But they have to win time of possession. They have to win on defense. They got to win on special teams. So all 3 components have to work together in order for this offense to really thrive.
When we're running that well, and even if we're down, and time isn't that much of a factor, typically you would say, okay, we got to throw the ball because we need to. But we have the team that I think we can still keep it on the ground.
We got weapons all. We can. I mean, we got a great backfield. 3 solid running backs, 1 incredible running back. We have great weapons on the outside. We have an outstanding tight end, a quarterback who's efficient. So it's just a matter of getting them the opportunities and having them dominate.
Yeah.
It hadn't been that way since Houston.
Yeah.
So it's kind of got off the rails a little bit, but they've got to get their rhythm back and hopefully get it going.
I guess it's just frustrating because at 5-0, you feel like this is who we are. We're a dominating team. We found our identity, but now mid-season, as all teams are in the NFL, reworking themselves, trying to find their new identity. This is just a strange season. That's just the way it's been.
It's always been that.
Yeah.
2020 has been a strange year, period.
No kidding. All right, 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on your car insurance. With that, we'll go to break with our Geico Fast 15. Stick around, Titans Blitz. We'll be right back. Let me hear you, Blitz Lounge.
Tannehill, play fake, throws in the flat, Foreman, touchdown, Titans! Deontay Foreman! 4th and goal. Give Wilkins up the middle, driving forward, and the Titans stone him! Yes! No! Yes! You did not, sir!
He needs 2 yards to keep this game moving on.
You see what you're made of when you go through something tough.
Steady rainfall.
And yeah, it's been a tough year. But Tennesseans are built for this. Grit passed down through generations. We look for it. We like it that way.
Football is back, baby. Tough. Tennessee tough.
Yo, Blitz Lounge right there. That's Tennessee tough right there for you. And a grid on a screen. Welcome back to the Titans Blitz presented by Farm Bureau Health Plans. Lance Smith, Eddie George with you, halftime here on the show. Tonight we highlight the artwork of 6-year-old Kayla, who drew her favorite Titan player. I know you love this and you play along. She drew her favorite Titan player, and we put our Titans players up to the challenge to see if they could figure out who it is in this week's Vague Van Gogh, brought to you by Coca-Cola.
Vague Van Gogh.
See what they got. These little artists and drew up.
You know, we got a little bit of the taper fade on the side.
He's got the necklace, he's got the smile, the earring.
No, that's a little chain underneath maybe the jersey. You can't see it all the way. Got the earrings, the 2X eye blacks. Nice little high top fade right there. I can see what they're going for. Got number 1.
He's got the eye paint, like I kind of wear it, usually a cross. This is more of an X right here.
You know, I like the hoop earrings. You know, I got a pair on right now. Okay, you know, I had a cross, you know, forgot, you know, I had a little hot top, you know, I cut it off, so. But this is definitely me. The neck kind of long, but but it's nice though. It's definitely me. That's AJ Brown, right? No?
If I'm dead wrong.
Congratulations, you have won $1,000 for guessing right, and it is
The one and only.
Threw me off.
The high top threw you off.
Threw me off.
Blitz Lounge knew it. He was playing along the whole time, but he went through the entire roster. So I don't know if you get that one.
The thick neck got me. I'm like, who's this?
She's spot on, right?
She's spot
Thank
on,
you,
man.
Caleb. Good job. Excellent. It's better than I could do.
Oh, much better than I
Way
could.
better than I could do. You feeling lucky?
Oh, very lucky. Always
I
lucky.
hope you guys are feeling lucky. Don't forget to enter our raffle. Head to TennesseeTitans.com/raffle. That's the amount it's up to right now. But listen, this thing just started, y'all. You can win up to $100,000 in these raffle tickets. This benefits the Titans Foundation, which helps tremendously in the community. That's brought to you by BetMGM and the Titans. So again, TennesseeTitans.com/raffle. It's up to almost $12,000 right now. We've got a long way to go. Win up to $100,000.
$100,000.
All while you're helping the community.
Ooh, wow, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, and I still can't win, but I'm going to push this thing.
I am too. I'm going to try to put my
No,
name
you
in
can,
there.
man. I think you can. Former players allowed, right? Anyway, guys, stick around. We've got more Titans Blitz on the other side. We're going to talk about this game taking on Baltimore this Sunday. Got to get this W. Got to get this
Gotta
win.
get this W.
Stick around, Titans Blitz. We'll be right
Must
back.
win.
Excited? Hey, get your mask on. There's a pandemic. Come on, mask up, tighten up. You know how we do. Hey, welcome back to the Titans Blitz, presented by Farm Bureau Health Plans. Lance and Eddie back with you. 2-minute warning here on the show. We got to talk about this game coming up, Eddie. Big one. It was the, hey, it's the scene of the crime.
Scene of the crime.
Where we stole their hearts.
Yes.
Punished them.
Punished him.
In Baltimore in the playoffs. We're back. Even Britches reported, according to Jim White, we're going to wear the same outfits.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the keys to victory in this game. What do you say? Same blueprint?
Same exact blueprint. But we've got to have a complete game. Not just offensively, not just defensively, not just on special teams. Everything has to come together right now.
Yeah.
Because like we talked about, both teams are 6-3.
Yeah.
And they're banged up. We're kind of trying to figure things out from a whole total team perspective, trying to get back in the winning column consistently. And this is the type of game right now to where whoever wins this game goes on a run. Whoever loses this game can kind of fall back to oblivion. So
this game says a lot.
It says a lot.
Yeah.
So the blueprint is there. Stop the running game with J.K. Dobbins, Mark Ingram, limit them, put the game all on Jackson in terms of running the football, throwing it, and they've got to establish the run. They've got to win time of possession and dominate the line of scrimmage.
We've obviously got to contain him so that he doesn't do this and become their best running back.
Right.
But also force him, just like other teams this year have done, force him to throw outside the numbers.
Go outside the numbers because the tight ends are his main targets. Look for them to establish the running game, get that going, and attack the middle of the field with their tight ends. And I just think that's the blueprint of success. If we can get him to 25 to 25 and make them kick field goals versus touchdowns, and limit them under 100 yards rushing as a team, we have a great chance to win the ball game.
Moving on to the next key here. Basically, what we need here is we need the Titans' second half of the Pittsburgh game and the first half of the Colts game to just come together.
Right.
Our offense has got to get back on track in a dominant way, dictating every move. I mean, we played the first half of the season with such confidence. Everything we did, every snap seemed choreographed in a way.
Right. And everything was on point. We were executing at the point of attack. Tannehill was making the right decisions. But guess what? Defensive coordinators get paid in this league a lot of money to stop and figure out what you need to do. So that's okay. We just have to make the adjustments. We have to win time of possession. Again, the magic number is to get Derrick Henry 150 yards rushing on 20-plus carries, period. And everything stems off of that. If we can do that, that means the defense is doing their job, special teams is doing their job, and the offense is staying on the field and keeping Lamar Jackson and the offense on the sidelines.
Another key here to victory, if the Titans can put all those things together, it would be a perfect storm to take advantage of their depth right now because they are reaching deep. You've mentioned it already. They've got a ton of players down. Calais Campbell looks like he might not play. He's not practiced. He's injured. They're out. Nick Boyle's out for the rest of the season, tight end. You mentioned it. The Patriots were without two offensive linemen when they played them last week. The Patriots beat them, and they worked them. So the Ravens are severely injured at the moment, and again, you've mentioned this, it's about matchups.
It's about matchups. I think we match up extremely well against Baltimore. The confidence is there. But with Baltimore thinking about what happened last season, and this might be a must-win for both teams.
They're both coming off losses.
Both kind of ticked off a little bit. It's going to be a very exciting game to watch. So it's going to be one of those games where it's almost playoff type of atmosphere-ish.
It is, and fortunately for us, with COVID, there's 0 fans in the stands. So these are just two teams that don't like each other, as they like to say. So it's going to be. I expect to see a heavyweight fight. I want to see a heavyweight fight. I definitely want to see some fire from
and a sense of urgency out there from both teams. So it's going to be a lot of energy in that stadium.
You know what? I'm glad you said the U word, the urgency. We'll talk about that on the other side. Guys, stick around. Titans Blitz. We'll be right back. By Blitz Lounge.
Let's go, Titans!
Hey, come on back in here. Welcome back to the Titans Blitz presented by Farm Bureau Health Plans. Lance Smith, Eddie George back with you overtime here on the show. And hey, I want you to take advantage this Sunday because nobody's going to be at this game no matter where it was, whether it was here, there. Nobody's going to be at the game. So take advantage of the Titans second screen experience in the Titans app. Of course you have the Titans app. If you don't have the Titans app, what are you doing? Download the Titans app and take advantage of this, and you can take part as if you're at the game. There's stats, and you can talk trash with your friends. There's some trivia there. It's a lot of fun. Again, that's the Titans app. Download that and follow the prompt and be a part of the Titans second screen experience powered by Bud Light. I'm going to do it because I'm on my couch this Sunday. All right, real quick, Eddie, before we get out of here, I want to just talk to the armchair John Robinsons out there. Like me.
Like you?
Oh, yeah. Talk to us. Talk us off ledges. Talk us through this experience. Because, look, we're what's up with the Dory. Players moving around, shifting. Focus us. And are the players right now, do they need to be mad? Do they need to have that sense of urgency in the locker room? Where's our mindset?
Yeah, well, we're all armchair Monday quarterbacks and GMs because it's easy. That's why we're sitting here. We're not getting paid the big bucks. But I would say this. Listen, it's not a sense of panic time, but it's definitely a sense of urgency. And if I'm in the locker room with the guys, if you're not talking about that sense of urgency, then they're making a huge mistake because it's not okay. Like, for example, if you're upset with your kicker and he's not making kicks and he's struggling with his confidence, well, damn it, offense, score touchdowns. Don't put it on his shoulders to win the game at the end of the game. And same holds true for the defense, and same holds true for special teams. So now is the time to hold each other really accountable and not to say, hey, we'll figure it out. It's okay. Give a pat on the back. No, it's not okay because you're going to miss your opportunity to go into the playoffs and possibly win the championship this year.
See, that's all you need right there. That's all you need right there. I love to hear it.
Love it too,
Thank
man.
you, sir, man.
Appreciate it.
All right, so big week, big game, taking on Baltimore. Got to get that W and bring it back. We'll talk about it next week. Thank you, Blitz Lounge, for being with us. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you next week. As always, mask up, y'all. Pandemic, tighten up.